Let's see. Hello, Lori Malore. You're the first one in. Hello, Lori. How are you? It's a beautiful day here. It's a beautiful day here in New York. The sun is out. The leaves are starting to change. It's Ontario saying, but I am in the car. You're in the car. Okay. So you don't have to. Well, hopefully you're not driving. So I understand if you don't text. Treaton should be here in a second, Lori. So at our local, one of our local parks, and they installed an exercise. It looks lovely. They installed an exercise station over here. So what are you doing, Joseph Cartrone? Denial isn't only a river in Egypt. Denial isn't only a river in Egypt. That's all I have to say. We're at the park, one of the parks, and they installed some exercise equipment. Yeah, listen, Lori. Don't text while you're driving. It's very dangerous. Hello, Patrick New York. What's up, buddy? What's up, my man? So, I wanted to make this video mostly for Treaton, because I want to show her this park. I want to bring her down here to the park and show her the exercise equipment, because we need to do our balance exercises. She needs to do balance. I need to do balance exercises. You know, nothing crazy. We're not going to get gym memberships that we're going to go there the first time and never go again and just spend money on gym memberships. So what I wanted to do was show her the equipment that's here at the park. It's pretty cool equipment, and it's no heavy lifting. There's no heavy lifting, so we'll be able to show her. Hello, Carrie. How you doing, Carrie? So let me show you the trees. The trees are kind of, sort of. Some of them are nice and red. Some of them are just yellow. They're kind of changing color now. Kind of, sort of, almost changing color. There's a red one over here. Let me see if I can show it to you. Let's see. There's one over here. There's one over here that's nice and red. That one's nice and red. That one is nice and red. I can't see. I can't see who that was, but hello, welcome on in. So I don't even know if Treaton's in here, but she must be. So I'm going to show you guys the equipment. Let me show you guys the park. Let me flip this around. It was the right way. So this is the park. This is the park, and this is equipment. So the green padding. So we'll walk over there. I'll carry the tripod. I'm on a tripod, not on a gimbal. So this green carpet looking thing is actually a rubber mat. So it's nice and spongy. So it's comfortable to walk on. It's very comfortable to walk on. So it's probably recycled tire rubber. Oh yeah. So if you wanted to jump rope on here, you could. It's pretty good. But let's go show Treaton these stations. So they have like an elliptical station, which you don't have to do this, Treaton. And the company name is Healthbeat. Healthbeat. Landscape Structures. So let's see. You probably can't see that. Oh, you can, in the black, going up and down. Healthbeat is the company. So Healthbeat does have videos on YouTube on how to use this equipment. But naturally, I didn't look at any of it, because I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to do it. We're just going to do it. Okay? And I don't have a mic, so maybe I'll be screaming. But I just want to show Treaton. Oh, maybe here. I'll show Treaton the elliptical first, right? Which she doesn't have to do. This is the elliptical. She doesn't have to do it. I'll show you. Oh, you've all seen an elliptical, right? Let me see. Let's see. Hello, baby love. All right, so each one of these things has a resistance knob on it. Hello, Cleo Toulouse. Hello, Manolo. So here's the resistance knob. Let me show you. I don't know if you can hear me, but this is a resistance knob. All right? So that's that. That's the elliptical. That's the elliptical. So I'm doing this mostly to show Treaton what's going on. And then on the other side of the elliptical, you have like a dip chin-up station, which I don't expect her to use. But you will get up here and do your dips, right? Or you will add. So yeah, I want to get her and me. Now this thing here is pretty cool. This works your hips and your twisting motion. So watch this. So that's really good for your hips, that station there. So then, let me move this so you guys could see from the side, because this piece of equipment has an inclined bar, which is designed for you to hang on to and stretch, which this would be really good for her. Let's see. This would be good. So we did the twisting, right? So this one is mostly for stretching, and they have a little diagram here that tells you, shows you what to do. And it even shows you what muscle groups you're stretching, your shoulders, your biceps, the sides, your back, right? Then it has a little diagram of how you do it. So this is a good one to start on, because you're going to stretch. Okay. So now we got, let's see. And move this so I can see what you're saying. Hey, Treat 99. Yes, workout date. All right. Patrick's exhausted. All right, take a break, Patrick. Have some water. Hydrate. Okay, so from here, we're going to move to the next. This is an interesting station because it's got three steps and an incline. And I don't know, looking at the diagram, Let's see, looking at, can we see the diagram from here? Not really. Looking at the diagram, I don't know what it's for. Let's see what this is for. It says mobility. Oh, this is good treating to practice walking up steps and walking down inclines. And look, it works your thighs, your calves, everything. Your gluteus maximus and minimus, see? Shows all the muscle groups. And there's the website for proper use videos. playlsl.com/HB. So this is this. Let's go back and I will demonstrate. I will demonstrate for you. All right. I will demonstrate for you. All right, so these steps are about 8 inches high, each step. Each step is about 8 inches high. Oh, I should come on the other side so you can see me go up the steps. You got to see the steps. So these steps, each step is about 8 inches high. So it's not bad. So we'll clear the leaves away. We don't want any slipping hazards. We'll go up. 1, 2. Go back. And there are handrails here so you can hold on securely. We can go up. 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 Down. Go up. Go up. So that one's pretty good. That one's pretty good because you've got handrails to hold on to. And 8 inches is the average height of a step. When you look at these, they look like they're a little bit tall, but they're not really. They're code. These are code. These steps are up to code, right? They're up to code. Now this is a ramp, so naturally, sometimes you have to negotiate a ramp, right? So, and there's handrails so you can hold on. And the rails are pretty sturdy. So if you have to really hold on to the rail, I mean, you can hold on to the rail. See? So there's a ramp there. So you can do, let me see what the shot is. Can you see the step? Oh, yeah, you can see the whole thing. So we can do 1, 2, 1. And it's really good to go backwards. Works out your thighs. That was a good one. That one's an important one. That's like a normal type of obstacle you're going to face every day. That's a normal thing you're going to face. So then this one here, I'll show you. Hello, Ange. Well, come on in. All right, this one is called the hand cycler. So this one is for your hands, to work out your arms, your torso, everything. So let me show you. Okay. So this is a resistance knob here. To the right is tighter, to the left is looser. Right, lefty loosey, righty tighty. And you just stand here. All right, let me move this back so I could get my arms moving freely. So this is good for your shoulders, for your core. This is good for your whole body. Go backwards. Some of these people have this type of thing at home. That little pedal machine, they put it up on the table for rehab. You can tighten it up for resistance. Okay, that's a good one. I like that one. That one's a good one for treating. And now this one's pretty cool. I didn't see the video on how to use this one. This one's called Tai Chi wheels. So the Tai Chi wheels are for your deltoids and your traps and your rear back. So these wheels are pretty cool. And I know Treaton would like this one. This one she needs to use. This one she needs to do. So you grab onto these little wheel spinners. Just go. It's like wax on, wax off. Right? Wax on, wax on, wax off, wax off. Wax on, wax on. It's like Karate Kid. So you're doing wax on, and then you're doing wax off. So this is very good. I like this. I think Treaton's gonna like this one. Alright, wax on, wax off. Alright, wax on, wax off. This will be wax on, wax off. Okay, cool. Cool, wax on, wax off. All right, so the sun is pretty bright behind me. So let's see. So this one here, Treaton's probably not going to use. This one's the assisted row push-up. And they have a diagram of a girl, but you know, you could do it. You could do it. So this thing here, it's got 3 different types of bars. And you could work your facial muscles here. It's pretty good. So this one would be good. You could do a modified push-up, and all you got to do is push off like that. And this works out your facial muscles, and your chest muscles, and your arm muscles. This is a good one to do. This one's more advanced. This one's for like a full push-up. Okay, now this one's a good one to start on. And you can hang if you want to hang. Push out a little bit. All right. can do a lot of stuff there. Right? All right, let's take a break. Let me see what Treaton thinks so far. So what do you think so far, Treaton? It's good, it's not good? I'm not saying you'd have to use all of the equipment. You just have to use some of the equipment. Great to see you here, Billy. Boot camp with Fafo. Jennifer, correct. So these are great to use because they give you a workout. It's not, if you do it 3 times a week, in addition to doing some little bitty stuff at home, in the kitchen, I could come work out with you. You could. I'm glad I noticed you live. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so that's a good station. The next station, I don't know. What is Treat? And yes, then BJ's. Then BJ. It'll be the diner after. But this is good. So you could do stretching on those bars. I guess you could even, you could even stretch your legs on these bars here, look. Like a ballet bar, right? Like Angela Treaton can do their ballet. Oh, that's good. Yeah, this one's good for stretching. Yeah, you could do a lot of stuff with that station. All right, next station. Next station's a little bit more, well, maybe Treating it like it, I don't know. This one's called the Ab Crunch Leg Lift Station. So this one, you see the woman laying on her back, doing the scissor kick, and the top one here, she's got her feet inside the bar, doing sit-ups. So let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. That's pretty good. I can feel it. Now what's the other one? So that one is good. So that one is good for your abs and your hip abductors and your thighs. That one's pretty good. Okay, now the next station is another elliptical, which this one's a little easier to use for treating. So this would be the one she could start on. This one's called Cardio Stepper. Cardio Stepper. So it gets your legs and your heart pretty much, right? All right. Let's come back here. Check it out. So the resistance knob is down here. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right, that's a good one. That's Stepper. All right, now we're going to move to the next station. The next station is called chest / back press. So this is going to get your chest. How you like it so far? So far, so good? I think so. I'm breaking a sweat already. Very easy. Make it a little harder. Oh, it goes all the way to here. Okay. All right, that one's good. All right, that one's good. All right, that's a good one because you can adjust the resistance. You can adjust it. All right, so now the one behind it is like a squat press. So this one is called squat press. So it pretty much works your thighs and your glutes and your hamstrings. See right there, it's in the picture. Front of your thighs, hamstrings, glutes. So if you want to have a nice looking glutes, you use this one. And the resistance knob is on the bottom. Well, underneath, yeah, sure. That was good. That was good. That was pretty good. So that's it. Now we're back to the first station, the elliptical and the dip station. We're back to the first station. So how'd you like that? Let me get over here so I could see the screen without the sun. All right, so let's see. Tomorrow, 20 people will show up for class. You could have 20 people here. You have enough stations that everybody could start at a different station, and you do a round robin, and you could even do it by time. You do each station for 20 seconds or 10 seconds or 30 seconds. Christopher Dotson. Patrick. Oh, we could call them Patrick. Patrick. Look, Patrick, they have square blocks here all over the parking lot. So you could do something with those square blocks. You could run around the square blocks. See the square blocks? So I think it's pretty neat. Like, even if it's rained, you just bring a towel and you wipe things down, right? We'll all get our beach bods for the next cruise. Awesome. Right, we can go hang out at that pool that Joe Coffey said all the Adonises hung out in, right? By the Greek god, where all the Greek gods were. So I did break a sweat just doing this little stuff. But you don't have to go crazy working out. Fafo is in the element leading our class. Okay. So Treaton, you coming to class or you cutting class? You can audit the course. Yeah, you could do probably most of these movements in your house somewhere. The steps, all you need is the steps, the incline. All of these motions you could do somewhere in your house or a modified version. We're not gonna go get crazy. No, so the whole idea is just to do this like 3 times a week. Bar's right down the road, Patrick. We can go to Tin Barn. Tin Barn's right down the road, 5 minutes away. And any other bar would be like 10 minutes away. Yeah, Din Din. Hello, Din Din. So the whole idea is to do these 3 times a week. Just so you're balanced, because I'm seeing a lot of people losing their balance and getting injured. I'm hearing it. People that friend of a friend type of stuff. They're doing something around the house, or they're just out doing errands. They're tripping, they're falling, they're dragging their feet. And it's from a lack of small exercise. Like, you don't have to get out here and bench press 300 pounds. You're not trying to get on the football team for Rutgers University. You know, you don't have to run 1.5 miles. You don't have to meet the Cooper norms. Okay? Yeah, Patrick needs this because his head is shaped like a block. And it's funny that they have a lot of blocks here. They have a lot of blocks here. They have a nice football field here. You could run around the football field if you want, or walk. Yeah, there's even a football field over there to walk on. So there's even a trail here behind me. See these woods behind me here? There's a trail that if you start over there and it takes you up and around all these woods behind me, and then you come down over here by the playground, the kiddie playground. So the kiddies can play in the playground while you're working out. Laugh out loud, laugh out loud. Yeah, we go to Tin Barn and they have brick oven. So not only do they have good beer there, they have brick oven pizza. They have brick oven pizza, chicken sandwiches, and hamburgers. So, not gonna worry about the diet. We're gonna worry about keeping our muscles nice and stretchy, and our fascia nice and stretchy, and our balance good so we don't fall, because that's the worst thing, to have a fall, you break a hip. So my neighbor, the other day, my neighbor's walking her dog. She has like a little poodle type of dog. And then down the street, there's a pit bull that lives there. Now the pit bull, he manages to always get out from the fenced-in area. So she's walking her poodle. The pit bull is out, unbeknownst to her. The pit bull sees them and starts chasing. The poodle luckily gets out of his leash and runs back home. She's trying to run back home as well, and she falls and she hurts her hip. So now she's hoping she didn't fracture her hip. So you never know what kind of daily things could happen that, you know, you need your mobility. You need to be mobile. You need to, and our worst enemy is sitting down. Sitting down is our, there's an ant over here. The worst enemy is sitting down. Sitting is the new smoking. Like they used to say, smoking, oh, no smoking, smoking. And now sitting is the worst thing. Like right now I'm sitting. But you should move it's like being on a plane. You should move every 45 minutes, every hour. Well said, Fafo. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Patrick. I feel like I'm here with you, Patrick. Look, you see, look at that. Look at all these blocks. Look at all these blocks. I feel like you were here, Patrick, and you left some mafia block here. This is all mafia block. That's all mafia block. That's what they use to delineate the parking area. So, okay, that's been about, I don't know, 38 minutes. So you could do all these stations in 30 minutes or less. Or more. You could do circuits. Once you do the circuit, finish, start all over again. You could do 3 rounds. And it's pretty good, but you got to work up to that. All right, Treaton? All right, everybody? Okay, everybody. I'm going to head home. I think it's time for a dog bath for Lulu. And I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope Treaton will want to come out here and check it out. You don't need any special clothes. Maybe you need a pair of gloves. Like I got these gloves at Walmart. Right? To protect your hands. And that's it. All right, Din Din. All right, Patrick, New York. All right, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Hugs to the Beagle Brigade. Thank you, Jennifer. Bye-bye.